Hello everyone, Amy with Campbell Creations, and today we have something really fun to do. This will be a short video. We will be making something new, different, and really cool. We are going to be making heart head pins, and we're going to make a bracelet out of them. So I'm really excited. This is really easy. Let's get right into it. So I'm going to be using today my flush cutters, my chain nose pliers, and my round nose pliers. I have some of the little beads that came in. These are the little beads that came in Sam's bead box, but I thought this would be perfect for this. Perfect. And then we have some 11-0 seed beads. I am using bronze 20 gauge wire. These are cut to just about 3 inches. All we're going to do to make these beautiful little head pins is first, we're going to make sure one side of this is flush cut. And then we're going to come in here at the very tip top of one side, the flush cut side. And we are going to make the tiniest little loop that we can make. Okay, so I'm making this as a little hook. I'm going to be careful because it will want to slide off, and I'm squeezing it closed. I first saw this forever ago, and it was from Cheryl St. Pierre. I will link her below. And this just popped in my mind the other day, so I wanted to make it with you. I am just making this coil here, and I am just holding on to it with my pliers, using all the force with my thumb, and I'm going around. And what I'm looking for in mine, and you've got to find your sweet spot on your size, but what I'm looking for is from the center, count the center as 1, 2, 3. And I want it facing up. That way they're all just about the same. So if we look at one of these other ones that's done, facing up, counting that center one, 1, 2, 3 on the loops. That's what my plan is. That's what my links are going to be. Once you make that coil, you're just going to come in here with those same chain nose pliers, and here I'm just putting it right up against the end of that coil, and I'm literally just popping this up right against the base of that. Let's take that out. You see what we're looking at right now. So from here we're going to bring in our round nose pliers. I'm going to come up through, and there's 2 different ways to do it. I'll show you both. I'm going to come up through this, and when I come up through it like here, see what I'm looking for is I want this to be touching, and I'm looking for this to kind of line up with the top. Just the edge of this to line up with the top of that. Okay, and again, you're finding your sweet spot here. After you make a couple of them, it just happens. Okay, so here's one way. Now you see my wrist is kind of funky. However, I feel like I make the best ones this way, so I'm going to show it to you first. I am just going around, tucking behind, and stopping at the bottom of that coil. I don't know if I moved that too much and the view wasn't good. I hope not, but we're going to make a couple more. So I just came up and around and went to the back of that coil and stopped at the end of it. So when we're looking at it from the front, here's what we're looking at, our little heart. When we look at it from the back, we have that loop that goes straight down and is at the base of that coil. So from there, I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to go right here as if I was going to the center of that coil, right here. Because what we're going to do is we're just holding this here and we're going to wrap this around, and we're wrapping it around until it touches the top of that heart. So now here's what it looks like from the back. See how that loop is covered by the coil? Here's the front. See, so it's just completely hidden behind that coil. I'm going to come in with my chain nose pliers, and right here where the heart joins, I need to be from this side. Sorry, it's an odd angle. Right here where that heart joins, I'm just going to hold on to it. So you see where I'm at? See where I'm at? And I'm popping this up. It's just straight up. We have our little head pin. Now, if this is separated back here, it's okay if it's separated a little bit, but now is the time that you can come in and you can kind of give it a good squeeze, make sure that's cinched, but you want to do this step after you've brought your center part up. I'll show you on the next one. So on this next one here, I'm wanting to make sure we're flush cut. I'm coming in with my chain nose pliers, coming to the very tip top, making a little bitty half loop. See how that loop's just kind of partially there? I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna squeeze to close that loop. And again, he's gonna wanna turn on you. Take it slow. Oh, this one really wants to. Take it slow and close it up. See how I have just that little hook that's closed now? With my pliers, I'm just holding on to that. Okay, I'm going to be rotating my wrist and I'm giving pressure with my thumb. Okay, these pliers are just going to be holding on to this. So I'm moving it with my thumb and rotating with my wrist, but always keeping a firm hold with the pliers so that the pliers aren't sliding on this wire. And once you do a couple of these, you're going to automatically know when to stop coiling. And again, for mine personally, the center line plus 2 coils. That's where my sweet spot is. So I'm going to come in here with my chain nose pliers, and I'm wanting them to be touching the bottom of that loop, and I'm just popping up this wire right along those chain nose pliers, popping up that wire. And here's what we're looking at. So now we're going to come in here. I'm going to show you the other way to do this with your round nose pliers. Instead of coming up and through like I did with the last one, instead of doing this, we're going to come in here and come in this way. Okay, and you can choose what fits you best. Okay, either way, it's a little bit awkward, but so worth it, and it's not difficult, right? So here's the way I have them. So I'm looking for the edge of my chain nose pliers to be right at where the edge of that loop would be. And I'm going to come around and I'm going to circle around until I'm at the bottom of that coil. Not too shabby. We're going to flip it around. We're going to put these round nose pliers as if we were going right into that hole. If it had a gap there in the center, that's where we would want it. Just hold on to it good. Bring this wire all the way around until it's at the top of that heart. And this is how it looks. See how there's this little gap? It actually helps us during this next step. So when I grab a hold of this with my chain nose pliers and I'm wanting to be right where those two would be joining, that's where I want my chain nose pliers to be, right there where they would be joining. That gap helps us to be able to do that. Oh wow, one sec. I just shot that all the way across the desk. Okay, so anyways, that gap helps us to be able to have the room to grab a hold of it. And then we're just popping up that wire. Once our wire looks about centered, and it does, we'll just come in here, close that up a little bit, and there's another one done. So here's the front, there's the back. Let's do just a couple more. And if it's questionable on this being flush cut, cut it. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, give the tiniest of loops, be very patient and easy, and close him shut. We're going to hold on to that little loop. We're going to push the wire up and around. So I made these so long ago. There's the center plus lines 1, line 2. So long ago I made these, and I can't believe I hadn't thought about them before now. And I was like, that would be so easy for you guys to make. I know way back when it was really easy to follow the instruction. So I'll definitely link the original from Miss St. Pierre, so you can see that as well if you'd like, of course. I'm going to use my comfort here, and I'm going to come up through here, and I'm wanting to feel for what might be that top, and I'm going to come around, behind, and stop at the base of that coil. So here I am. Here I am. I'm going to come through here and grab as if I was grabbing the center of that coil, and I'm going to wrap this all the way around until it's at the top of that heart. Come in here with my pliers and not shoot this poor thing across the desk. Hold on about where that juncture is between the two of them, and just pop the wire up. Take a peek at it being centered, or pretty centered. Then we'll just give the back a squeeze. Easy squeeze, you don't have to squeeze hard. See the difference there? So how many do we have? I think, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's start here, and if we need more, we'll make more. So from here, it is smooth sailing, easy peasy. All we are going to do, and this can be for a necklace, this can be for earrings, this can be an anklet. We're doing a bracelet today. I'm going to put a seed bead on either side of this. You don't have to do the seed bead. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll omit the seed beads. Oh, I thought for sure they would fit. Nope, nope, not worth the fuss. Okay, not worth the fuss. I'm wanting this to be a rustic kind of fall time bracelet. All I'm gonna do is pop one of these on here then. Fold him back. Now you could make this longer and you could do wrapped loops on these, right? But I'm not. I'm gonna do simple loops. I'm gonna fold down each of these and then we'll come back and cut them. Okay, so now we are just gonna hook these pretty babies together. So I wanted the loop to go from back to front, front to back. I did not want it to go from side to side. This way they can link directly on each other. So this is how easy it's going to be. So let's grab him. The most important thing about this is that you are linking to the proper side, front to front. That is just adorable. Adorable. I think this is perfect for fall time. Absolutely perfect. Just beautiful. And these are so adorable as earrings. These can even be bails. They can be decorations on the front of your cabochons, of your pendants, with your bails. There's so many options, and I'm really excited that I get to share it with you. Again, this was definitely not my original design at all. This is from Cheryl St. Pierre from years and years ago. I don't know. It's been at least 3 years, maybe 4 years. I actually should have went back and rewatched it, but I know exactly who it was from. It's just been quite a while. But you see, it's so easy that you can just jump right back in and start doing it. The method is really easy, and you could tweak this as well. Let's look at our size actually. Oh, okay. I think I only need one more link because I want this to be at 6 because we're going to toggle clasp this. So let's do one more. There's this one that doesn't have hardly any color on it, so we'll do this one. And I was gonna make with you guys a clasp, but then I was like, no, we're just gonna do this. And I have a toggle that's perfect for this. And this toggle came from beadboxbargains.com. Now this is bronze, that is antique copper. However, this bronze is not antique bronze. It's pretty shiny. It definitely has the same hues. I think they will look beautiful together. Now let me see. Oh, I could probably add one more on there. I could probably put it on to where it's not backwards too, but I can put another one on there. I guess if I put it on and it's too loose, it's way easy to just pop one of these off, right? However, let's use our spare piece here and let's make the jump rings for the toggle clasp. That way they match perfectly. Choose my 6th step here. I'm going to use the 2nd step. If you've never seen me do this or anyone else do this, you're just making sure that this is flush. And when you get around, you want to make sure it's above or below the line before, and you just go around. Around and around and around and around and around. Okay. Now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to just come up the line. See where that is there? I'm just going to come up the line right next to it, flush cut it, let it drop, flush cut, let it drop. And we have some jump rings. We only need a couple of them. Okay, so let's come in here. See where my front is. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm super excited about this, you guys. I hope you guys are able to do this and love it and find it as easy as I do. And seriously, once you get past the first couple, it just flies by. They just, you know where your sweet spot is. It just goes, it just happens. So, let's get this stuff out of the way. Let's pop this on, shall we? Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, you guys, look at this. That is absolutely beautiful. And then our heart toggle. I love it. Oh, I hope you guys make this. I hope you make this. I absolutely love this. It's very universal as well. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you could leave a comment, that would be awesome. Shares are really, really good and really help my channel. And I just appreciate you being here. And until we meet again, right back here on this bead mat, I don't know if it'll be a wire project or a stringing project or what it'll be, but I certainly enjoy this bead mat with you, my friends. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.